Everyone, welcome to the American Sports Connection. I'm your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my good buddy Ryan Ennis. Ryan, how's it going, man?
Good, man. We got a lot to catch up on for this week.
Holy fuck, do we?
But yeah, just super cold up here, as usual.
Yeah. Welcome to winters in the Northeast.
Yes, sir, Bob.
Well, I can actually tell this story now because I was sick as a dog last week, so that's if you don't follow me personally on social media, you didn't know about this. I was supposed to have surgery. It's been like 2 weeks now, but anyway, what happened? I went to the doctors, like the hospital, and this is what was crazy, dude. Like, because they said, okay, your surgery's at 8:15. Be there at 6:15. I'm like, okay, cool. Dude, I get in there, I sign in. Within less than 30 minutes, they already had me filling out all the paperwork and had me in a room, like, changing and everything. So, like, they weren't fucking playing around. Because, I'm trying to remember. They told me, we'll try to get you there by like 8 o'clock in the operating room. And I was like, well, fuck. If you're going to get me in there like 15 minutes early, you better give me something where I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
You know, just for anxiety.
Oh, bro, trust me. Now that I got my approval, now's for the anxieties beginning to set in.
Yeah.
Like now the realization of what's happening is
right. So what happened was, I normally, because from where I've had so many surgeries and where they put the tube down your throat when you're asleep, which I really don't care for them to tell me that, but they put it down your throat to help you breathe when they're working on you. I have trouble swallowing stuff now, and like pills are one of them. So what I normally do is I take either a half a teaspoon or a full teaspoon of like applesauce or pudding or something like that, and I put my pills in it so they'll just slide down easier. You know what I mean? So I did that that morning, not even thinking about it, thinking they said it was okay to do that, and I forget how it come about. Like, they were going to give me Tylenol or something, and I was like, well, can you give me something to help ease it down? And I explained why. They're like, did you do that this morning with your medicine? And I said, yeah, that's what I always do. And they're like, well, then you got to wait until it passes through your system, because I wasn't aware of this. They told, and it might explain why I've had issues before, because every other doctor's let me. They said it takes 6 hours for stuff to pass through your system, like your stomach and everything, food. And they basically told me if they didn't wait the 6 hours,
you could aspirate.
Yep. I could aspirate and be put on a vent. So I was like, okay, you win.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah.
So that was my adventure. And do you know how they say things like work out the way they're supposed to, or things happen for a reason? Well, the next day I woke up like sicker than a dog, was like, had a fever, and I'm like, okay, well then maybe that's why.
Yeah. Hi, my love. Hey, sorry, my wife just got home.
Nah, you're good. So the running joke now is my new surgery date is February 13th, so I'm going to be stuck in the hospital on Valentine's Day. Boo hoo.
Well, yeah, Valentine's Day dinner.
I know, I'm being sarcastic.
I know. I was trying to make a joke out of it, but
it's all good.
I'm not a funny guy.
I had mentioned this. I got a couple news things for you before we get into everything. I sent it to you earlier. I actually forgot to send you the photo. They announced for Ring of Honor Mania Week it's going to be Cody versus Kenny Omega.
Yeah, I actually saw that through Being the Elite.
Yes, I forgot. It's at the end of that video.
But I saw that shortly after you told me about it, so...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think what's going to happen is Kenny's going to go back with Ibushi as a tag team. I forget what they're called.
The Golden Lovers.
Yeah, it's like, I knew it was a weird name.
Yeah.
That's just a strange name, but they've been like teasing it because didn't they like hug and have this big like thing at a show recently?
Yeah, when Omega got when they turned on Omega.
Oh yes, when he lost the belt.
Yeah, I didn't realize that he had lost the belt at first during that whole segment.
Me neither, because like so many people were angry that he lost it to
Jay White.
Yes.
Why?
Because people are just, they're weird.
Well, people are fucking stupid. You could say it.
Yeah, well, weird, stupid, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to remember. The other thing was, and I'm sure you've seen, there's been a rash of, like, neck and back injuries in WWE lately.
Yeah.
I know Owens has an issue with his back. That's why you haven't seen him wrestle a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know exactly what's going on with him. I know Jordan's actually really hurt. Like, to the point of where I don't think they know what's going to happen with him because I think Clark said it yesterday. He's been having, like, tingling in his fingers and shit.
He's really taken that Kurt Angle's son gimmick to the extreme.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, he's really buying in. Because it makes sense, though, now, like, what happened at the Rumble with him.
Yeah, why he was hardly in the fucking ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that truly makes sense.
Yeah, no gripping hands. That's what it was. Thank you, Lance.
Yeah, no, that's not good. That could be a pinched nerve. That could be a couple of things. That's not good, though.
It could be any number of things, yeah.
He's a young guy to be having shit like that.
Because he's younger than us, I believe.
Yeah. Bro, most of these guys are younger than us. We're old.
It makes me feel old. I've said this before, and I've told Mark, and we've laughed about it. I'm like, dude, I'll go to indie shows, and they're like, yeah, I'm 19, yeah, I'm 22, I'm 25. I'm like, fuck, I feel old.
Bro, NBA players who retire at our age have had a great career.
I know. It's fucking hysterical in one retrospect. But yeah, dude, that's some I don't know exactly what's the deal with Owens. I know he just went back on the road right before the Rumble.
Okay.
So maybe it's not that bad, or they're just trying to protect him for TV.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it's not that bad.
Yeah. Oh, that was the other thing. It hasn't officially been announced to my knowledge. But Mania 35, it's 35 next year, right?
Yes, should be.
It's going to be back at Giant Stadium. Is that what it's called now? Or MetLife?
MetLife. All right, now here was the last thing I heard about that. The reason why people assumed that New York was confirmed was the other city, I believe, is Detroit. And they were having some kind of meeting about upcoming public works and stuff like that, and WrestleMania wasn't one of the ones that was announced, so it led people to believe that by default that meant that New York had gotten it, but apparently as of yesterday it still hadn't been like confirmed
I know
by any means at all.
Yeah, the three cities I know that were in it was Detroit, Philly, and New York City.
Well, it had come down to New York and Detroit. And by it not being announced in Detroit, people took that to mean that
Yeah.
it was given to New York. So,
I
but yeah,
already
I mean,
told Sunil earlier. I said, dude, if that's the case, I was like, I'm going to Access.
that would really be cool if New York came back. But I don't think I would spend another $900 on a ticket.
No. I just want to go to Access more so for my kid so he can meet different people that he really likes and stuff. Because I was looking up the prices earlier just for the hell of it. And last year to go to Access was $55 general admission.
And that was what kind of access?
It's basically anyone that's signing on that day you can get a picture and photo with.
And that was official WWE thing?
Yep.
Oh, that's for 55 isn't bad, but those fucking lines, bro. I don't know how many.
That
like,
well, and then
realistic.
this is the thing. They'll have other like bigger name guys. They'll have like say, okay, they'll sign this day, but then they have a special like VIP thing you can pay for, and they're this day. You know what I mean? They get you in other ways.
Well, they get you by how long you have to wait on fucking line.
That too.
Because realistically, how many of those lines are you gonna wait on?
One or two max.
Yeah, and is that really worth $55? You know, plus the stress of having to wait online with fucking, you know, wrestling fans.
Yeah. I hear you.
No, but you know what I mean.
No,
A lot of
I
wrestling
agree.
Fans are cool, but then like you just got those annoying.
There's always those fans.
Yeah, that just want to start, stupid chants. You know, I mean, I like silly chants, but just want to like, I don't know.
I know what you're saying.
The smarky ones. Those are the ones I can't stand. Like, just be a wrestling fan.
Lance
Don't
said
be
he
like-
thought that the Philly crowd earned WrestleMania for how great they were this past weekend.
Well, you gotta expect the Philly crowd to be the Philly crowd.
Well, and like I told other people, I saw a lot of YouTubers from like out of the country or from all over being at the Rumble, because that's like another big thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where people come from all over.
That's why something like SummerSlam is typically held in a big city. It's just easier to get people in and out of the city. Like, if it's in the middle of the country, you may not have international flights that go into those cities, like, in a large quantity. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's another one people will travel for.
That's why I think the last like decade for SummerSlam, it's either been in New York or LA.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just because it's easier for people to get to. You know, they can get the population. Like, when SummerSlam
They can handle it.
Yeah, when SummerSlam was in Brooklyn this year, like, Triple H was able to have, like, a surprise walk-on appearance on, like, the Jimmy Fallon show. Just because it's filmed in New York. Like, like, it was live that day. Like, he was in the city for... getting the city ready for SummerSlam, was able to show up on Fallon the night before SummerSlam or 2 nights before SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Why? Because he was in the city already.
No, it makes absolute sense. Alrighty, real quick before we get into TakeOver and all the other jazz, don't forget to check out our social media stuff, facebook.com/American Sports Connection, or on Twitter at ASC Pods. What did you think of TakeOver, NXT Takeover Philly, Ryan?
Oh, I thought it was great. I thought I really enjoyed it. I thought the last 2 matches were phenomenal. I had no complaints. Like, I actually enjoyed the Authors of Pain.
Yeah, I thought the last 2 matches you could say Well, not so much the black one, but the Gargano one you could say is a match of the year candidate.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought that was fucking one of the best matches I've seen in a while.
And the
Like all
thing I
around.
liked about the Aleister Black and Adam Cole match was they didn't just use weapons to use them. Like it was a build up to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they made them mean something.
Yeah, no, that whole pay-per-view was just really well put together. Like I wasn't expecting I mean, like, how do I put it? I wasn't like, oh, this is going to be super, amazing, awesome, blah, blah, blah. And it just was. Like, I was expecting a good show, but it was so good.
The only thing I would probably say I
Yes.
thought was okay was the
The women's
Ono
match. Oh.
Velveteen Dream match.
Yeah. But yeah, I also realized I probably had unrealistic expectations about that.
Yeah, but I just thought some of the Death Valley drivers he was doing, that was scary.
Yeah.
Like how sloppy he was. But like you had said to me, I think a day or two after, you were like, "Well, he's kind of a lot bigger dude than he's used to picking up."
Yeah. I also think that when you're in there with Hero and they're hitting as hard as they do, 'cause he still hits hard.
Oh fuck yes!
But yeah, Ono's a lot bigger than the guys that they've really had him working. So
That's really the only gripe I had with that was I thought that was sloppy.
yeah,
But usually NXT takeovers are going to deliver. Because me and Lance did the live, reaction as it happened. The way they ended it with Ciampa attacking him was perfect.
yeah, I thought it was amazing. I thought that was exactly how it should have ended.
Well,
I liked having
yeah,
his wife in there.
I liked it how everyone's like, okay, they put up the sign like when a TV show goes off, it's not gonna happen, and then it's bam.
Yeah, the signature. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like really well done. Let's see here. All right, the Royal Rumble. What did you think of the pay-per-view? I personally loved it.
I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. One of the best events I've seen in a long, long, long time.
And I had mentioned this. What I liked about the Royal Rumble, and both of them actually, was whoever put them together, they should be applauded because they did a fantastic job in building drama in those matches.
Absolutely. Both of those are two of the better rumbles that I've seen in a long, long time.
Like kind of like how they had Cena and Reigns at the end against Nakamura and I can't remember who
Balor.
Yes, Balor.
Yeah, no, I thought that was just really well done. I thought the whole thing was just all night. I had no complaints. Like, I heard some people complain that I don't even know what they were complaining about the men's rumble. It was so good.
I think it was because there wasn't. They just didn't like it, or there wasn't as many surprises, or.
But that's the thing. People get these unrealistic expectation of surprises. What did that like? What purpose?
I mean, I look at it like this, dude. You got fucking Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they set these unrealistic expectations for themselves of what
Like,
they
had,
expect to happen.
They had a couple cool ones. Like I popped for the Hurricane just because it's the fucking Hurricane.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, there's just some aspects about it that it's just, it's meant to have fun. A lot of that was just fun.
Yeah. That's true too, Lance. He said he thinks that WWE left all the bigger surprises for the women's match.
It was the women's night. It really was. It was a night for the women.
Dude, and how awesome did Molly Holly look where she came out there and like kicked ass and basically did everything she did like what, 10 years ago?
Oh, bro, she scared me with the Molly go around. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think she was gonna make it all the way over.
Yeah. But she looks
like
exactly
that.
the same.
Yeah. Tori Wilson looked like $1,000,000.
Yeah.
She's like some like internet fitness chick now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like still like she's legitimate with it.
Dude, when I looked at Trish Stratus, I was like, up close. When you saw her in the ring, I was like, what happened to her? And like,
she obviously had some work done. And Lita looked homeless.
woo.
Lita looked awful.
Remember we were talking about this where you were like, we both said the same thing. We were scared she wasn't going to get all the way around on the moonsault.
Bro, a couple people said that. That was so scary.
I got to tell you this, and people are like, well, Lita looked terrible. I was like, well, do you remember when she actually wrestled?
Yeah.
She wasn't, some 5-star clinic, machine. I mean, she's okay, but she's nowhere near what she was. And you're right, she definitely looked homeless. I was just like, what in the world?
Yeah, no, she did not look healthy. What the fuck happened to Lita? Like, holy shit. But yeah, no, her offense was terrible. I mean, like, look, it was a nostalgia night, and it was fun for what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, and honestly, and people would be like, oh, well, I thought so-and-so was going to win. In my opinion, if you had Asuka in that match, there was no way you couldn't not have her win.
Oh, absolutely. The only other thing is if, like, they did, like, an Andre the Giant where everybody in the Rumble teamed up on her. You know what I mean?
Yes, where it took, like, 5 people or 6 people to take her out. Kind of like what they always would do to, like, Big Show or Mark Henry or...
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but I think if she's going to lose, her first loss should be, like, a one-on-one kind of deal.
Oh, absolutely. No, I'm with you 1,000% on that.
I will say, like, the Ronda thing was interesting. I know some people weren't happy with it.
A lot of people weren't happy with it, including a lot of the roster.
Yes. Because apparently the only people that knew were the ones in the ring.
I don't even think they all in the ring knew. Apparently, like, when her music hit, I think it was, like, Vince and Kevin Dunn, and that was it. I don't even think that... I don't know how the people in the ring were informed that it was going to happen, but it was a very limited amount of people knew.
I will say this. She looked super awkward posing to the, like, Mania sign.
Bro, yeah. That I can't even put it into words. Like,
it just looked so fucking weird.
Yeah, that looked really bad. It looked so unnatural. Like, walk to this point, stand here, then point.
Yeah, like if you, for example, if you showed your wife that, she would be like, well, that looks totally unnatural. Like, she's being told to do that.
Yeah. And if that's a sign of things to come, we're in trouble.
Right. So I'm trying to give it, like, benefit of the doubt. Because people are like, oh, well, she's going to go one-on-one against somebody. There's...
No way.
Right. Well, I said this. I said... They didn't put her in the Rumble, so that goes to show you how, I don't want to say how far behind she is, but how so far not ready she is to be in the ring.
No, or it would just really be ruined.
That too.
Like that's not
like save it for a bigger moment.
Who's never had a wrestling match before, because either she wins.
Like I've told others. And it's, been rumored that they're going to do a mixed tag with her and, a guy and a girl. I think that's the best way they could go. Have, whoever she's going to team with, the 2 guys, work, the bulk of the match. And Ronda and whoever she's in there with as a female, do a couple things just to get the crowd excited.
Yeah.
That's
I
like the
agree
best
fully.
thing I think they could possibly do with her right now. But I mean, I was not for it at all originally, and then you sent me the video of that interview she did with ESPN, and it kind of changed my mind.
Yeah. Um, I'm on the same page as you. That kind of won me over.
Because if none of you have seen it, it's basic. She's almost like moved to tears, where she was like so excited to do it and so excited to like be in WWE. So I'm like, all right, well at least she's doing it for the right reasons.
Oh no, yeah. Her she was almost kind of left speechless, and that was legitimate. It's not acting, because if you've ever seen her act, you could see she doesn't act very well.
I was
Like,
gonna say she's not a very good actress.
she's really not. And watching that, I was like, wow, like I can feel that more so than I can feel it with other guys who are on the roster to get paid.
And she just, yeah, I know what you mean, where it was just genuine.
Yeah, no, that legitimately struck me as this is a genuine person who's really like, look, if she sucks, she sucks, you know, but
And I respect her more because she signed a full-time deal with them. I think it's like 2 or 3 years.
see, I put her, and maybe other people aren't going to, maybe people aren't like me, but people could say, well, you know, say her and somebody like Eva Marie don't know shit. She's still Ronda Rousey. She's still an Olympian. She's still former UFC champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I just mean, like, she gained my respect in the sense of, but you know how some people would say, oh, it's a one-time money grab and blah, 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 blah.
I know.
No,
I agree with you.
You know, she's coming in full-time, so that's, you know, that earns my respect right there.
Give me a second. I just got to change my controller
All right,
batteries.
you're good. That's why we do it live. It's all your fault, Dean. Bringing the BWR curse over here.
Bitch, Mike.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, Joey.
I didn't hear
Okay,
nothing.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I thought WWE booked the Rumble itself, the whole card, very, very well. I enjoyed what they did.
Yeah. I really have nothing I can complain about. I'm trying to think
Who
of some.
are you?
I'm trying to think about some of the other matches. 'Cause, what were the other matches?
Oh, that's the one.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Braun potatoed the shit out of Lesnar with
And-
that knee.
Yeah, and then Lesnar returned the favor.
That shows you how tough Strowman is. My God.
Yeah, no, that's just not a joke.
Well,
Brock Lesnar's a
do you
fucking
remember after he kneed him, you hear like a kind of not a bleep, but where you can't hear any audio for a second?
No.
Because I went back and watched it. They bleep it out because I wondered why. Apparently, when after Strowman hit Lesnar with the knee, he said, "Oh, you want to stiff me, motherfucker?"
Oh, I didn't hear that. I heard him tell him to slow down, but I didn't hear that. I didn't hear motherfucker or
Well,
see
either
him.
way, he about knocked him in the next week. So that shows you.
Oh yeah, he fucking punched him right in the face. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, that was not a joke. That was legitimate.
Yeah, that was 100% real, and that's why I said, and the normal person probably would have been out for a week.
Oh yeah, bro. I'd still be sleeping. Fucking Brock Lesnar comes out of nowhere and punches me in the face. Hell no.
Bye bye. All right, let's see here. Monday Night Raw. Your thoughts on the show this week?
I actually thought Raw was great this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked the Raw after Royal Rumble. I thought it was well done. I'm looking forward to next week. Like, I'm trying to think of what stood out the most. How about you?
Braun flipping the entire stage.
Yeah. Who's the last man standing? And that's what I did.
Yeah.
Fucking Braun Strowman. Yeah. They're definitely trying to do something with Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins. But like you mentioned before, he may not make it to Mania.
It's going to be interesting because they're kind of in a quandary with Strowman because he is just ridiculously over.
Yeah, I heard that they may, that there's a couple plans for him. He may be the one that tags with Rousey, or he may be in line for like a IC title.
Yeah, I had read that rumors that it might be him and the Miz, and I was just like, ugh.
Well, I just don't know if I see him with the fucking IC title.
That too, and it just it does really nothing for me.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I'm trying to. Oh, what else I really enjoyed? The Sasha Banks Asuka match was fantastic.
Yes, except that Sasha has to, like, I don't mean this as a slight, but she needs to, like, sit down with somebody and ask them how she could dive through the ropes without her thighs hitting the rope, because she's gonna kill herself one day.
Dude, that was scary.
Mm-hmm.
That spot where I thought she
trying to blame Asuka.
I thought she legit knocked herself out.
I don't know how she didn't hurt herself more. Because that was scary. She really looked like she like broke her neck. But I thought it was interesting on how they started off trying to shift it all to Asuka. Because Asuka kind of got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
With Rousey popping up.
I agree.
And I definitely think that Sasha's going full heel.
That would be something different.
You didn't get that feeling during the Rumble?
A little. Speaking of which, I'm placing bets on one day when her hair is going to completely fall off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that's going to happen. I will gladly take that bet. Because I know that's happening.
Yeah, I'm just... Dude, that, and then it was, Asuka tried to do, like, the drive-by or something? Like, that, or hip attack, excuse me. And, like, that was another scary spot.
Yeah, I gotta say, though, the women are going out there and giving it their all every night. They're definitely earning their stuff. Oh, and it's going to be the first women's Elimination Chamber match.
That's going to be interesting.
I think that'll be cool.
Yeah. I'm curious to see who they're going to put in it.
Oh, I actually read somewhere today. I think it's going to be 2 of Absolution.
Okay.
Nia, Alexa. No, not Alexa. I forget who it was, but I think Nia is expected to win it.
Yeah, because that was the rumored deal I read. She was going to fight Bliss at Mania.
Look, I shit on Nia for a long time. Because I've shit her, because it's been so long, I can say whether I like her or not, I think it's time for her to have a run with that belt.
Well, she's done everything they've asked of her.
Yeah, and I think right now they can use that beast, like that big, strong beast woman. I don't mean beast in a bad way at all. To have
Oh,
that
and
title.
the IWC exploded with the Finn Balor and John Cena main event.
Oh, what? Because Cena beat him?
Yep.
Fuck out of here. Let's be realistic. Finn Balor is not anywhere near on the same level as accomplished as John Cena. It never will be.
I know. I'm just being. Well, you know how some people are.
I know. It's. There will become a time in the play. People are like, oh, they're burying him. No, they had a good match. That's not burying. Burying is come out, AA, pin, match over. That's a burial. Having a good match and losing isn't John Cena burying somebody.
Well, and my whole thing is let's kind of give it a couple weeks and wait and see how this plays out.
Exactly. I mean, it's okay. Well, he's not going to be in the tournament.
Who's to say something doesn't happen between now and then that gets him in?
Yeah, but it's if he's not going to win the tournament, why should he be in it to lose?
Exactly.
So he lost before that. He's even in there. Okay. Now he can go on to something else. He's not he's not in that storyline. I don't know. People are just not happy with anything.
That would be cool. Frankie in our chat said he'd like to eventually see Cena fight Demon King Balor.
Balor just doesn't do it for me.
I like the Demon King thing. That's kind of cool.
I mean, it's just cool paint. I mean, for me, it's still the same boring guy. Like, nothing changes when he's the demon. He just has paint on. It's not like Muda.
I get you.
Like, if it was like Muda, I would think it was awesome.
Yeah, because Muda could still kick ass without the paint, and he's got fucked up knees.
Well, the idea was that Muda was a different character. Like, with Finn Balor, it's just the same guy wearing paint. There's nothing discernibly different about him. Same moveset, everything.
No, I get what you're saying. All right, let's see here. SmackDown this week. What'd you think of SmackDown?
I actually think Raw was better this week.
Yeah.
Which is the first time we've said that in a while. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them already going to the storyline of Sammy and Kevin fighting and arguing.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that.
Part of it is because to me it's like a rehashing of what just went on a year ago with Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like he hasn't changed at all in a year.
It's like rinse and repeat.
So, yeah, I know. I feel like this whole thing is pointless now that they're doing, see who's gonna face AJ or what. I don't know. Whatever they're doing now, because it's not. I don't know. The story that they want to get AJ and Nakamura makes anything that they're doing with the belt right now garbage. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or I did like Carmella trying to cash in. Like, I always enjoy those.
Dude, I thought she fucked up the Rav.
You didn't think that was supposed to happen?
No, I just thought he took like a wicked bump.
No, I really enjoy those failed cash-in things. Yeah, like, I really pop for that. Because it hasn't been done in a little while. Like, they haven't really done nothing with her. So, just as, like, a reminder, I was like, alright, I could do this. Like, I could laugh at this.
I agree, Frank. He said, like, the same thing with Owens is the storyline's been recycled for years, and they've done the same thing on the Independents with Owens.
Yeah.
And this is my thing, and I've told you this. Did you ever watch that thing with him they had on there, the 365 on the network?
I did.
After I watched that, I said Kevin Owens is going to leave WWE. I won't be shocked. And everyone's like, why do you say that? I was like, because he seems like he's very goal driven, and he's like never satisfied. And I feel like in that kind of environment, he's going to eventually like get bored, you know?
Oh, I don't know.
But that's just, a total shot in the dark.
Sorry, I keep gotta get.
Oh wow, Lance said they put the ref in the concussion protocol. Was a legitimate injury. The ref that Carmella knocked out of the ring.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I did enjoy that Rusev won the #1 contenders match for the U.S. belt.
I just hope that means that they're gonna do something with him.
Yeah, but dude is like ridiculously over.
Yes.
But I agree, dude. SmackDown was kind of flat this week.
Yeah, nothing surprising.
Oh, and WWE, listen to me. They finally let Nakamura talk without his fucking mouthpiece.
Yeah, that's always good.
Oh my god. I mean, I can understand him when he has it in, but it's like if you're not used to hearing him talk, it's really difficult.
Yeah, I fully agree with you on that.
So I was like, maybe they're gonna do that from now on. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Let's see here. 205 Live this week. What did you think of the announcement of the... Excuse me. Of the first ever GM?
I actually got a kick out of it. I think it's... I think this tournament they're doing is good-natured. I don't know how they're going to make it last.
That's my one big, thing I don't like about it is how in God's name are you going to keep... Because... This was the end of January, but when this was, January 30th. How in God's name are you going to keep it going till April 7th, I think is WrestleMania this year?
Yeah.
It's just unrealistic.
No, I agree fully.
But it's cool to kind of see Rockstar Spud finally get his little moment.
Oh my god, he came out, he was fucking orange, bro.
He must have been hanging around that NXT ref.
Oh, he's orange with his tan teeth. I mean, with his chiclet white teeth. It's so funny. But yeah, I was very happy to see him. Drake Maverick. That's the greatest name of all time.
That's a very WWE name.
That's just a great fucking name. That's what that is. I heard that. I was like, yeah, I'm on board with Drake Maverick.
I'm sold.
I'm sold already. That's my new favorite guy. Give me an action figure.
Hey, and then you got your favorite UK guy to wrestle on the show.
Pete Dunne?
Tyler Bate.
I don't like Tyler Bate.
I know, I'm being sarcastic.
I mean, I don't dislike him. I mean, him and Pete Dunne had one of the greatest matches I've ever seen. I like his little wave to the crowd.
Yeah, it's just cool to see them adding in, those guys where it was it seems like they're finally giving a shit.
Yeah, no, I think it's great.
Oh, which reminds me real quick as a side note, I don't know if you watched it, but did you watch the Facebook, what is it called? The Mixed Match Challenge?
I watched the first 2 weeks. Like I was telling you, there's a lot of psychology that just can't happen in one of those matches. Like, if I'm a man and I'm beating up my male opponent, I have no reason to tag in my female counterpart. Because then if I do, then she has to tag in their female counterpart, and I am already working over the guy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just thought it was cool this week because they had Strowman and Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
And they've kind of like let Strowman show more personality with her, so it's been kind of cool.
Oh, well, that's cool then.
Because they cut this thing, like a little promo where they were like, we got each other gifts, and Braun gets her like a fucking 4X size Braun t-shirt, and she gets him like a fucking Alexa Bliss shirt that's like way too fucking small, and he could like maybe get, he got like one arm in and like part of his head.
Yeah, I seen that because she was wearing the Braun shirt.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like you got to see a little more personality in him, so that was kind of cool.
Well, that's good then.
I guess they're really going in with Cedric Alexander, man.
Hey, he's a good talent. I mean, you know, there's no real reason why not. I mean, he's by all accounts a very good human being too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought they had him and Metalik had a fantastic match. The one thing I was surprised is to see Tyler Bate lose to TJP.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I guess that shows you still where they're. I mean, as much as they're willing to use the UK guys, just where they're prioritized. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree. Sorry, Frankie in our chat said Braun and Alexa, they played off a sexual tension thing too, which was kind of cool to see. WWE hasn't done that in a while.
Yeah, not really sexual. Oh, I like you, you know, or something like that. And then she made a joke about going all the way, and then it was like to the finals or to the end. So I mean, yeah, there was an innuendo there, but.
I could see, because they don't usually do that. At least I would say more so with the PG stuff.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's cool to see something a little bit different.
No, I agree. And I'm curious to see, just in general, not so much this show, but this Facebook Watch, to see if it takes off.
I think slowly it absolutely will. Once people realize how many people are actually like what the market is, what the exposure rate is.
Because I know they have a few things on there, but it's not a lot.
I think it's gonna take one big show to really draw people.
Yeah, I think it's kind of going to be like how Netflix and them were. It took them a little while, and then it just was like boom.
Yeah, like how Sling is slowly changing how people think about cable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about this before, dude. Cable TV is dying a slow death.
Oh, it can't die fast enough for me, bro. I haven't had cable in a while now.
It's funny because living down here, it's been like crazy because in the local area, crazy Super Bowl coverage because of the Eagles, and my mom is like, ugh, you know, I'm sick of seeing it. I was like, well, just turn this shit off. I don't watch. I very rarely watch television anymore.
Yeah, there's really not a lot of good things on television. I mean, I watch some things here and there, but
yeah, well, because like I'll see people online, they'll talk about, oh, well, this, you know, episodic television show or this or that. I'm like, I think the last TV show I watched like with episodes was Bates Motel.
oh, but then you miss like the good stuff like Walking Dead and Game of Thrones.
Yeah, then then I get hooked. Then I have to like binge watch a bunch of shit.
Yeah, my wife and I are actually going back now and we're watching Dexter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite shows of all time.
And Lance said he always watches Little House on the Prairie.
There you go. Everybody got their thing.
But I agree, Frankie. He said that it's basically going to be Facebook's version of like Hulu or Netflix. Except
with live streaming stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they're gonna need a big company to start the trend, even if it's like, which is kind of what WWE is trying now. They're not taking away from their main; they're adding another component to, like, I can see something like Big Brother doing it because people want extra content. So
Or Survivor, yeah.
Yeah, I could see something like that happening. Where it's like exclusive content.
No, it totally makes sense.
And I think once people would have an idea of how much, like how many people are actually being reached, I think it's a concept that could actually take over.
Oh, yeah.
I just think it's something that people need to be more comfortable with putting money behind as far as investment and stuff like that.
Yeah, honestly, if it wasn't for my kid and my mom, I probably would have got rid of cable by now.
I'm telling you, man, Sling is the way to go. If you look at the channels you get offered, a lot of them are the ones you probably watch anyway. Like, I just don't have ESPN, and like I know the playoffs were blacked out.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure I could have bought a package to get them, but the basic Sling that I have doesn't have access to that, which I was fine with. I mean, like, you could find that shit on the internet if you know where to look.
Yeah, you can find streams.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's, I'll probably say in the next 10 years, maybe even less than that, you probably won't hardly ever see cable anymore.
Yeah. Unless they drastically do something with their prices.
Oh, they're gouging.
Because for a place that doesn't have great internet, it's really the only choice people have.
Well,
like when you get to the sticks, it's why Alaska has like 8 or 18 blockbusters.
Woo.
Because Netflix doesn't ship out to them.
Holy
and their
shit.
internet is almost non-existent. So how would they get movies up there? Blockbuster.
That's crazy.
I think the last non-Alaska one just closed. Because a rural community that doesn't have Wi-Fi but still wants to watch movies, like we live in like Metropolis. Like, think about Middle America that really doesn't have, that has like, small town America,
up a valid point.
Mainstream America. A video rental place is the only way that these people have access to new movies. That's us in like the 1990s.
Yeah, that's crazy when you think about it. All right, here.
No fault of their own.
What's that?
I said through no fault of their own.
Yeah, just shit happens where you're out in the middle of nowhere. You do what you got to do. All right, NXT TV this week. What did you think?
Absolutely no complaints. I've kind of read ahead, so I know what's gonna happen.
Me too.
But no, I mean, I like the fact that
it was cool to see TM61 finally come back.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I believe it was Shane Thorne was the hurt one. I don't remember which one, but yeah, no, it's nice to see them back. It just kind of sucks that while one was hurt, the other one didn't have any opportunity that entire time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's strange.
Oh, well, now you don't work for ADR, because I don't think he was working singles matches.
I don't think so either. And I think they changed their name, didn't they?
I believe that they're still TM61.
Okay, because I don't know how legit it was, but I had read reports that their name was getting changed to just The Mighty.
Oh, that may be.
Because for those that are unaware, TM61 used to be The Mighty Don't Kneel on the Independents.
Do you know what the 6-1 is?
Yes. It is the like the area code or whatever you would call it for Australia.
The country code. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that little touch to it. My buddy was at the Takeover, and for these tapings, because they taped them before Takeover, and he was telling me Lacey Evans got booed out of the building.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. But yeah, I guess they're going all in heel with her, even though she looks like a super baby face.
Yeah, Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Well, we'll see how she works.
Because it was just weird because I'm like, all right, well, Nikki Cross is basically going to destroy you in under 5 minutes. You know
Yeah,
what
I mean,
mean?
like, I think that was more just for the Philly crowd, which I like when they do that. I like the fact that it was a hometown Philly crowd. Um, they really didn't do much to advance the story because it was all taped before anything of importance.
Yeah.
But kind of curious where they're going.
Yeah, because they were
Okay.
like, she was making fun of Nikki Cross and.
No, I'm talking about just NXT in general. If you read what happened between
Oh,
Gargano and
yes. That, to me, all right, if you're listening and you don't want to know a spoiler, mute your stuff now. If what happens with Johnny Gargano at the stays that way because he lost a loser leaves NXT match to Almas, correct?
yeah, it was another shot at the title, but it was just at a normal NXT taping, so
Yeah,
it's not
so
like a
this is
takeover.
my deal. If that's legit and they don't let him and Ciampa have their feud down there, I think that is a big mistake by them.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of it. I don't know what this all means.
Unless he's nowhere near ready to come back.
That could be.
Where he's not ready, he's not able to wrestle matches yet.
Also have to figure out when that's supposed to air.
It's in February sometime.
Yeah, that's all February, right? Yeah, because they only
And then
taped
they're
two
taping again
episodes.
tonight, I think.
Yeah, they're taping I think 3 episodes tonight.
Because they taped last night at Center Stage where they used to tape in Atlanta where they used to do WCW Saturday Night,
That's cool.
which I thought was kind of neat. And then you said they're doing 3 episodes tonight?
I think so.
Okay. So that could probably lead them all the way up to Takeover, the new, Mania week.
It's possible. I think they had 3 dates down for what they were taping. Because I know the first thing they taped was like a retape of a women's match from yesterday.
Yeah. I think it would lead them all the way. It would lead them up to like the weekend before Mania.
That's probably what they're doing. They're probably taping everything for that time period.
Makes sense.
Because, well, I mean, if they're that close already, they're not going to have a taping for 1 episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just curious to see where the storyline's going to go. Because, like I said, if he's going up to, like, SmackDown or wherever, I think that's a grave mistake. Because that, to me, him and Ciampa could have been feud of the year.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, the way they've been building it has just been so perfectly done.
Yes. Yeah. Old school long-term build, especially with him being gone for a year and coming back.
Yeah.
Not a year, but
Almost.
9 months. Yeah. I can't believe it's been that long already.
Time flies. Let's see. The other thing was the main event with Roderick Strong and Tyler Bate I thought was really good.
Yeah, I mean, but those two guys, I mean, as much as I'm not a huge fan of Roderick Strong, I mean, he can wrestle anything. I mean, he's great at what he does. I'm not a huge fan of his style.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I was surprised that Strong actually beat him.
I think they want to get away from
Only UK guys challenge for the UK title.
Yeah. Now whether or not he, like who the first non-UK guy who wins the title is going to be, but yeah.
That would make sense. I can agree with that. It's just I always enjoy seeing those UK guys come on TV because they just beat the snot out of each other.
Oh, absolutely. They don't give a fuck.
Like
Go for
Tyler
broke.
Bate has this, I don't know what the hell you want to call it. It's like a springboard where he kind of bounces off the rope and he'll hit a dude with a forearm.
Yeah, it just looks like the worst thing in the world, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think more should be done with that title.
Yeah.
I think that it should be defended at least at every takeover. If it's not being defended.
This is the thing, Ryan. We've talked about this before. Is it overload? Because remember they had talked about giving the UK guys their own show.
That I just think that they weren't able to get the funding for.
Okay. But just in general, like, when you're having, like, one of the big four pay-per-views, like Rumble, Mania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, that's, if you're watching the whole thing, pre-show and all, that's 6 hours, usually. Then you have a 3-hour Raw, a 2-hour SmackDown, and then if you're into the 205 and NXT stuff, that's 2 more hours there. It's almost overload, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just too much.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like my wrestling, but it's just Jesus Christ.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
And I don't know how with WWE you fix it because they have probably the deepest roster they've ever had.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't know how you do it without getting
so
people to turn off. Okay, Lance said that the British title gets defended somewhat regularly in the UK promotions.
Yeah, but you want American fans to care about it, don't you? When you don't have an actual UK extension of the company, wouldn't you want the American
when you're trying
fans?
to build a brand, I guess you would say.
I mean, if they had a weekly show over there and stuff like that where it actually, like, you know, I don't know, like your big markets, the United States, you don't have your own market over there yet, like a big enough market over there yet. I don't know. I just think that you get good wrestling with those guys. Why not feature that on a pay-per-view?
No, I agree with you because remember the match they had with Dunn and Bate on the one take. I think it was a takeover in Chicago. It was fantastic.
Yeah. Match of the year, in my opinion. I think that's what won match of the year.
Yes, I believe so.
Because I remember Dunn with the award.
Yeah, you're right. And he hasn't been on a lot either.
And he's amazing. He's the fucking future of wrestling.
I love the way he wrestles.
So do I. He's about as heel as a heel could possibly be. Finger breaks, all of that shit.
Okay, that's interesting. Frankie said, I guess Progress is the one company that has it defended a lot.
Yeah, and I understand. But the people in England and the UK already know who Pete Dunne is. So I mean, yes, it's important for them. But don't you want to make him a worldwide star so that
why should everyone else care?
Yeah, by no means. Like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm putting down the promotions that he does defend it in, because yeah, he does. But
I know what you mean. Where get more eyes on it.
Like, I have to get a separate subscription service to Progress if I want to see Progress, and it's like I'm a mark, and I probably am not going to do that. I can't imagine like a typical WWE Universe person.
Well, because there's so many out there right now.
Yeah.
Especially, I think Powerbomb TV is actually taking over most of it after Flow Slam went under with their wrestling stuff. But
Flow Slam went under already?
Well, I don't think they have any more on there. Don't quote me, but most of it's going on like Powerbomb TV, like most independent companies now.
I've never even heard of Powerbomb TV.
I'm trying to, and then like if you're one of the quote unquote big indie companies, then you have your own subscription service. You know what I mean? Like you're mentioning Progress and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's so many. And it's like I'm a wrestling fan, but like you just said, I'm not gonna pay like $10 to each one.
Yeah. I wish WWE would like put Progress stuff on on the network.
Oh yeah. I'd watch
I
that
would be
shit.
very happy. Yeah, all day, every day.
Hell yeah, dude. I'd be a friggin' junkie for that shit. Because I don't really watch a lot of the new shit they have on the network. It's usually like old school stuff.
Yeah, I really don't watch too much of the old school stuff. Or it depends. Like, I just usually stick with like, like I like all their new programming for sure.
When I mean old school stuff, I mean the stuff I told you about before. Like, they'll have like a random ass MSG card when like Hogan wrestled Slaughter in like a boot camp match or something.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't know. I can only deal with that for a short period of time. Even though I grew up on it, I can only deal with a little bit of that.
No, I understand. I guess it's the nostalgia shit for me.
Yeah.
But on that note, we're going to get out of here for tonight. Before we head out, don't forget to check out our sponsors over at the Squared Circle Publication. You can find them on Twitter at TSC Wrestling Mag. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter. You can also find all our stuff on B Plus Player Radio. Easiest way to find it right now is on Twitter at B Plus Radio. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up, all that stuff. And we'll see you back next week. Have a good night, everybody.